All right. Good morning, guys. Um, so I did write some topics. I wrote down some kind of strategies, but I'm going to talk more about it. And so today we're talking about how to get out of depression. And so I put number one, this is important. Before you do anything, go seek professional help. I really think you should. Professional help is really, it will help you depending on who has you. When I went to go finally seek the professional help, look at me. I'm actually even way more better than doing it myself. Um, I didn't even put that in my notes, but I'm always different. That is true. First of all, when you're dealing with depression, you can't deal with it alone. And you're going to have to get that help that you need. You can't do everything by yourself. Some people think that they can do everything by themselves and they let themselves rot. When you're depressed, you can't let yourself rot. You can't have your mindset on um, giving up, and so definitely please go seek professional help. Write every day. Some people don't like to write, but you should. Um, because when you write every day, it will get that off your chest every day. Every day is a different dollar. You know what I'm saying? And talk to someone close that you trust. Get someone that you really trust and let them know what's going on with you. You kind of really do need to talk to somebody about the depression you're dealing with if you know they know how to deal with it. Because not everybody knows how to deal with someone that is depressed. So depression is something that you have to really be ready for. You know what I'm saying? And try not to hang out with a negative people or energy. It could make it worse. Yes. Sometimes you think, by hanging out with your friend, but they're kind of negative, and you don't mean to be mean about it, but they're negative, you're going to have to kind of move yourself until you get better. Um, when you're depressed, you don't really want to hang around with negative people because 9 times out of 10, they will try to use you. They will try to take advantage of you and they don't care. And they're going to make the situation worse because when you are depressed, you need caring people in your life. That's just it. You can't sit in a circle with people that you feel like they don't care. You need someone to care. You just need it. You need all the help that you can get so that you can get out of your depression. You know what I'm saying? So, this is deep. Um, Try to get yourself out the house. Don't stay stuck in the house or stuck in rooms and stuff. Get yourself out the house. Look up some different strategies that can help you. Try not to go to a lot of people about your depression because it will confuse you. Get one specific person, and if no one in your circle, first of all, if no one in your circle can help you, then you really need to go get professional help because that's what I did. My depression was definitely a different kind. And so, please, go get the help that you need. Be strong. Believe in yourself. Don't give up hope. Continue to encourage yourself. Try your best to distract yourself for what you're thinking about. Distract yourself. Try to do things that when you're in the house, try to clean up. Try to get yourself focused. And try not to get your mindset on it. Now I gave you a little list. Now I can expand and tell you about when I had depression. I had depression and it was huge. My type of depression was extreme. It was. It was the type to where I didn't want to be on earth. And I was tempting to really put harm to myself. So it took me a while. It was just actually, honestly, last year, I finally got the help that I needed. And when I did, it was the best that I ever did, because my depression, my mind was built on pain. You know what I'm saying? Past pain, people hurting me, people lying to me, people taking things from me, and me really feeling like nobody cared. And you can tell that you just hanging out with a lot of people who don't care about you, and it just hurts you. You know what I'm saying? When people do careless things and they walk around with their head held high after they hurt you, it kind of hurts bad. So depression could be anything, you know what I'm saying? Anything that bothers you, losing a job, or even leaving the job, or whatever you're dealing with, you know what I'm saying? Could be something different. But the whole point of the matter is depression can cause a lot of problems. It can mess up your mind. And so I wanted to talk more about depression, because right now I try to be strong, because my mom, her mind, I always ask God to clear her mind. Because after we lost our father, and then after we were involved in a crash, my mom ain't there no more. She don't even want to be here. So I really did this business because I really want to let people know that they can survive. And I want to come back and show my family what I did. You know what I'm saying? What I did. Instead of dying in this situation, I wanted to live, not die. And so it can be depressing. You know, I couldn't go to my mom when I was depressed. I couldn't do it. My mom, mine wasn't there. She couldn't help me at all. You know what I'm saying? She was gone. And every time I would call my mom, she was so silent. And I just needed her comfort, and she couldn't do it, you know. And I would get so angry with her, you know. And I started to realize that that's why I said you need to go to people that can help you, because they could be dealing with depression too. And my mom and I both was dealing with it, because again, I saw my dad, she saw her husband passed away right in front of us. You know what I'm saying? And then she gets in a crash and she lost her eyesight. So that too, it was a lot of stuff going on. And somebody in the circle had to be strong. Somebody. I mean, the whole entire family, my brothers, you know, and my grandma, they were affected, and they still are. And they try to reach out to me, but I try my best to keep on going and encourage them, but also encourage myself, because sometimes when you're around a lot of depressed people, you can get depressed too again. And so it's not that you trying to push them away, but it's just you trying to make sure that you don't go that way. You know what I'm saying? Depression could really get you going the whole nother level, to where people had really died off of this. You know what I'm saying? People really attempted suicide off of depression. And they felt like ain't nobody cared. And that's not true. If your circle don't care, then you need to go find something that do. A lot of people sit in depression, and they didn't become hurt people too. Some depressed, it depends on what kind of depression, and people need to be careful with that. Okay? Let me kind of expand what I'm talking about. When people are depressed, some of them can be very mean. And that's why I know this business is definitely something where I'm on video, because I know that when people are depressed, because I was one of them, I was very mean. And you can't, you got to try your best not to treat other people like that. Okay? Um, I understand you're depressed, and I understand that you're going through what you're going through. Don't treat the ones you love like that, though. It's no excuse to treat the ones that you love like that. And we tend, man, I've learned it from when I was in Bible study. The lady said she pushed her kids away. You know what I'm saying? She couldn't even love them. So when you're depressed and you don't get help, you'll start pushing everybody away, and then you got this whole block. Ain't nobody can help you. And if you want to get out of it, first of all, you got to allow someone to help you. You got to kind of calm yourself down. You cannot get mad at somebody who's trying to help you. Because you have to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Take a moment. Let's breathe together. When you are angry and they're going in there trying to talk to you and give you advice, and you spark off and go ham on them or have an attitude, do you want them to start getting depressed too? So now your poison is affected everywhere. All you can do by simply saying in a nice way, I'd rather just go through this alone. But my advice, what you can do, you're saying you'd rather go through this alone, but trust and believe you cannot. It's going to get worse. You're going to spread your poison everywhere in you. You're going to have to find something, and even if you don't want to specifically tell all your business, go on the YouTube channels and find some help. I know they have it. I did it. When I first started out, I went to YouTube, I went to Google, and I even read the Bible, you know. I did anything I had to do. I always been in church my whole life. But when it comes to depression, you gotta you gotta move yourself to where you get some more help. You know, God is great. He is amazing. He's Alpha Omega. But when you got depression, you need someone really specifically talk to besides the church. I know this because when I got out, I felt so much better, because sometimes I love the church, but sometimes it's just too much religious stuff going on to where you want to find a human being. And I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm saying it's too much religion instead of, just being real. You can still talk about God, but you don't have to throw out scriptures all the time. When someone is angry, when someone's going through what they're going through, some of them don't got time to read all that. Some of them want to really talk. And another thing is, some of them, they don't mean to be rude to you, but they know who God is. So when you see them depressed, kind of not put religion into it. I was one of those girls where everybody knew I was a Christian, you know what I'm saying? But I was depressed. I was told up. I was mean too. Depression can make you mean. So I was told up. I was a mess. And they were throwing all this Jesus stuff on me. And and I just was like, I don't want to hear that. I know who God is, but I need help. And I've removed that type of circle because it's not that I removed it, but I removed myself because I needed to get help and it wasn't helping me. And if something's not helping you, you need to go for what's helping you because the main goal in your life is to get better, not worse. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when it comes to being a Christian, you got to be careful because they will throw all this religious stuff on you instead of just relationship being there for you, supporting you. You know who God is. And that's what my thing was, why it was so much better that I went to counseling, and I was so happy. And now I can go into the church house and not have an attitude. I can go in a church house and feel good. Sometimes you gotta kind of get out a little bit farther than just church. You do. Church is always there. You can always go. But I'm saying you got to get out there to get your help. You know, you can hear pastor, you can hear whoever's up there all day, but you got to go get the help that you need. You know, God is there. God is all you need, but God said in his word, he said in his word, go seek counsel if you need it. Go to your advisors. So he's already telling you, baby, you ain't got to sit up here all day long and you ain't learned nothing. So he's telling you, if you depressed, go on ahead and get your help you need. Go. You know what I'm saying? And so God was with me when last year when my daughter was acting up, and I was so depressed about it too. It was just depression everywhere, you know. I had all types of stuff. I was messed up. I had a lot of poisons. Nobody couldn't get to me. But in this though, guys, when I finally just said, I'm just going to go to counseling, it was the best that I ever did. Like, I can handle myself now. I can do these things, you know, and share it with you guys about how I overcame these things, you know. These journeys that we're doing is so cool because I can kind of help you guys, you know what I'm saying, move forward with me because we made it out of there, you know what I'm saying, because we need to get closer. And not only how you can get closer to your dreams, if you let something go, you gotta let depression go. You gotta let it go. Sometimes it snoop back, but you gotta learn how to fight it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to be, all right, all right, all right. You know, you gotta learn, and that's how you keep on going. Educate yourself. The more educated you get, the better you will get. And this is something where I wanted to share about depression because a lot of people are dealing with it. But don't be mean. You stop being mean. You be nice. I understand you're depressed, but you ain't got to look like it. And you ain't got to act like it. If somebody wants to be there in your life, be happy for that. Because some people, they don't got nobody. You know what I'm saying? And they got to encourage themselves. And me, I had a lot of people, but my mind is a leader. And when you're a leader, it's different. It's so different. You won't listen to nobody because you are a leader. And so when I seeked professional help, it was so good though. It was amazing. I'm like, this is what I need. Yes. She had all this stuff on the board, y'all. I was like, oh, yes, this is. I was in group counseling, though. So go whatever type of counseling you want. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I was in group and I heard all these stories and she wrote all this stuff. And that's what I'm talking about. That's me. I'm strategized. I like education stuff. So when she had all that stuff on the board, I was on it. I followed her. And so I'm different. psychological people, they talk to you, you know what I'm saying? But I like when she had all that stuff on the board because she detailed it. She showed you how to move on. This is what I'm talking about. That's the type of stuff I like. Somebody that don't just talk all that mess. They kind of show you how. They give you the details on it. You know what I'm saying? And so I want to just share with you guys how to kind of find yourself to peace. Get you some devotionals. Devotionals are really good. Get you a devotional book. Yes, get you a devotional book. Try. A devotional book is some daily wordings. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't afford that, get online and find go on the Bible app thing, and I got the devotional stuff too. Find you something that's going to get you positive every day. Out of every negative situation, make it a positive outcome out of it. You can do this. You can do this, and I'm rooting for you. Let me know where you're at. You know what I'm saying? Again, my blog is up. So always, you can contact me and let me know where you're at. You know what I'm saying? Because we need to get out of this depression. We don't need to be sitting in there and drinking our life away and smoking our life away, eating our life away. We don't need to do that. We trying to go to the Bahamas and Hawaii. How we gonna go to the Bahamas and Hawaii if we sitting up here out here depressed? We can't go. So get your butt up. Get up. And we are going for a ride. And wear your cool glasses. Okay? And we're gonna go to Bahamas. And we don't have to worry about none of these people who hurt our hearts. And we don't have to worry about whatever we're thinking about. Because we're going to go to Bahamas and have a blast. You heard? So, anyways, in this, Marqueza the Light Speaker, get yourself out of it. Try your best. Think about Kool-Aid and chicken. Think about whatever, your favorite stuff. Move away from it. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy, but you can do it. I did. You know what I'm saying? So let's work together. Let's work together. I told you I ain't going to be a little hood this time. I'm a little bit more nicer. Have a very great day. And thank you for watching Marqueza the Light Speaker.